There's just something about the Miami Grand Prix that makes the drivers go crazy for their special helmets. 9 drivers sported special livs at this Grand Prix, and we are going to be taking a look at all of them and ranking them. Let me know in the comments, do you agree, disagree, which one's your favourite? Join in the conversation. Alright, let's start off with Lando Norris, who sported a special glitter ball helmet in celebration of his first win, which happened this time last year in Miami itself. I really liked the meaning behind this one. I preferred the not raceable one because it was very shiny, actually made with real pieces of glitter ball, which I think was very cool. But obviously it was too shiny. I thought it was maybe a tactic that he was going to blind his competitors, make him win, but sadly no, he had to use a safe one, obviously. I still think it looked cool, the vinyl sticker one. I think it looked cool with the orange McLaren. It was very noticeable and I liked the sentiment behind it. So I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Let's talk about Mercedes now, and before we rate their helmet, I have a bone to pick with you, Mercedes, because where was our special livery that we wanted? We wanted it. You spoiled us with helmets, you spoiled us with race suits, beautiful pink and flowery race suits, but where was the livery to match? We even did it on the F1 Academy car, but we wanted to see it in the F1 race. I just don't think Mercedes do special liveries on the F1 cars themselves, do they? Maybe next time. But anyway, I think the drivers both fit the bill quite nicely with their helmets matching their overalls. George's was a bit more plain. It was the pink. It sported his normal Mercedes logo on the front. I think it looked all right. I think it was nothing special. I think I'll probably give this one a 3 out of 10. Moving on to Kimi Antonelli, however, I really liked this one. I like the reddy pink colour that he got going on, the darker colour. I think it matched the race suits better as well. I liked the floral at the bottom and the stars he has always along his top of his helmet. I think he did really well with this one. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Well, let's talk about Ferrari. Charles Leclerc sported an all blue helmet. I think it looked all right. Fit the bill, matching the Ferrari blue itself. A bit of a darker blue than he went for last year. It was all right. It was nothing special. I think I'm going to give it a 2. Sorry, Charles. I just didn't vibe with it. Hamilton, however, I did like. Now, you kind of have to spot the difference a little bit with this one. And I'm not going to lie, when he first posted it on his social media, I couldn't really tell the difference because it's his normal yellow, the normal lines, the stars. I was looking at it for a good few minutes before I realised, I actually had to read the caption, before I realised that it was the blue lines instead of the red lines that was different. So it's not that special. It fit the bill with the blue that the Ferrari was going for this race. But I like it. I think it's clean. I think it's neat. And I think it really stands out. So I'm going to give it a 7. Well done, Lewis. Meanwhile, heading over to Haas, Esteban Ocon rocked quite a cool helmet. It's got these like words on, kind of vibing with street art type feel. It's quite colourful. I do quite like this one. It didn't really stand out for me in the car as much as some of this other special helmets did. But I can't complain. I think it looks good. I think I'll give it a 6. Moving on to one of my favourites from this race was Alex Albon, who sported a bright orange helmet. First off, I think it was really clever to do the orange, Florida orange. It was based off and it was made to look like an orange with the pitted indents and things. Obviously, Miami races in Florida. It fit with the vibe and it very much reminded me of his Panda helmet that he used, I think it was last year in China, and looked very cool on camera. This one isn't quite as cool as that. I think that's still my favourite of all time. But this one's cool as well. The other thing is I think the orange and the blue worked really nicely and looked really cool when he was racing around the track. I really like this. I'm going to give it a 9. Well done, Alex. And lastly, talking about the racing balls. Let's first think about Isaac Hadjar's helmet. I really like this one. It's got the nice bright shiny pink that matches the car and the nice silver racing ball logo across the side. It's quite simple, but I think it just looks really cool. I really like this one and I'm going to give it, it's not as nice as Alex's though, is it? Let's think about this. I think I might have to give it an 8 out of 10. I really like it though, Isaac. Keep up the good work. And finally, let's talk about Liam Lawson. He's also got the pink going on. He's added a bit of blue and a bit of white to kind of keep it in in line with what his helmets often look like. He's got the silver racing bull as well, and he's got those nice palm trees in the white picture. I think those look really cool, but I just don't like this helmet as much as I liked Isaac's. I think it's just a bit too busy. I think what was great about Isaac's was the simplicity, just the two colours, and it really popped and really stood out. I think this one's just maybe a bit too busy, which is a shame because in theory, I like all the components just together. I'm just not feeling it. I'm sorry, Liam. I think I'm going to have to give it a 4 out of 10. Do better next time. So we thought about the helmets. Now let's talk about the 2 special liveries that we saw in Miami. And we're going to start with the disappointments. Ferrari. What are you thinking? I'm sure if you watch our shorts, you will have seen Scott's reaction when we saw this. I mean, did we really expect anything better? I was hoping that it would be better than last year. Obviously, last year we were hyped up with those beautiful baby blue suits and then just got the lines. I have to say, though, the car looked all right last year. It just wasn't what we wanted. But this year, they obviously don't listen to us. They obviously don't listen to their fans. There was an outcry last year, give us a blue Ferrari. And what do they do this year? They just slap some blue and white on the wings, don't they? I mean, it looked terrible. I think it looked terrible on track as well. I was hoping maybe it would look different, but I don't get it. Someone needs to get sacked. I don't know, maybe not sacked, but they need to update their design department and get a few new faces in. I think an all blue Ferrari would have looked cool, a white and blue Ferrari. If you want to keep the red of Ferrari so much, that's fine. Just don't do a special livery. That's what Mercedes did, isn't it? I was disappointed in them, but at least they kept their brand. They did the cool race suits, but they kept their livery the same. Ferrari could have done that if they wanted to, but no. The thing I really don't get, they saw that we didn't like the white and blue on the back from their normal livery, and they thought, why not do it more? Of course they'll like it if we put more of it on there. They just don't know what they like. Disappointed. I am, however, very, very, very excited about the V-Carb livery. I think it looked incredible. The launch event, it looked insane. On track, it looked even better. I think this livery banged. It is so good. It lives rent-free in my head, and I will be dreaming about it tonight. I'm sure it just looks incredible. That pink looks so good. V-Carb are banging this year with their social media posts. Are incredible. Their liveries are insane. They are doing such a good job on the PR front, on the advertising and looking good front. They're not doing too bad in the races either. So well done, V-Carb. I 100% approve. Well, those are my honest opinions about the helmets and liveries from the Miami Grand Prix. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Which helmet is your favourite? And did anybody like the Ferrari? Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.